I mean, did you relate at all to your character? Was there anything?
Yeah, so my character is like an aspiring actress in LA, and so I got to have some fun. There were like some casting director scenes where I was like, I'm gonna lift a couple nuggets from my real life. Yeah. So that's a little Easter egg. Yeah. But yeah, it's really about her like struggling to find her own voice. You know, I think as women, there's a lot of ways that we sort of shrink and bend to survive.
Like we're kind of taught that. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Like, and that survival can be emotional, financial, or literal. Yeah. And you know, it's sort of about her attempts to try to take up some space and take up some power. But the irony is that puts her in some danger.
Yeah. It is interesting in the film when she does kind of stand up for herself, be quick-witted or does anything, the host doesn't appreciate that.
Yeah, I know. Tony Hale plays the game show host, and he's so great, and he's the kindest human being, and he does a really great job of playing an absolute pig in this movie.
You can't hear it enough. So wait, we mentioned that you directed this. This is your first time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that had to be a little nerve-wracking, but congratulations. Take a moment to look at that picture because the kid version of you, I always tell people to slow down and like, man, to really take that in, that was a cool moment. And sometimes we go so fast and we move on to the next thing, but that, your little kid version, like that happened, man.
I know, I would have been freaking out. And there was like a day that I was driving a set and you know, everything was going wrong because everything's always going wrong. And I was listening to like Weezer and it took me back to high school. Yes. And I was like, oh my God, 15-year-old me like wouldn't even believe this is happening. So
yeah, it's a really great problem to have, yeah. Was it hard to stand up for yourself for the first time like directing? Because you seem very sweet and we've talked about being people pleasers, so.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about you, but like there are areas where you know, you are like looking for feedback and you feel a little like, oh my God, like I should not be in charge of stuff. Like why, you know?
Or, I mean, more heads are better than one. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah. And then like, there were moments where like something felt important enough to me or like, you know, you're in the industry long enough and you start to actually go like, actually, I think that sucks. So there were times when like, you know, some of my producers wanted to like change the opening scene and it was like I was hearing my own voice come from somewhere else and I was just like, if it's that important to you guys, like I'm not sure if I know how to make that movie, which is a bananas thing to say as a first-time director.
No, it's not.
But I felt strongly about certain things, and it is amazing the way that you can kind of stand up for yourself when you kind of turn off the overthinking part of you.